Hey guys, my name is Nick Autier. I'm the captain and owner of sailing vessel Paradigme 2.0. Sailing is what I do. I've been sailing pretty much since I can remember. In the last 5 years, I've traveled over 30,000 nautical miles, crossed the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea, been all over the East Coast, and now my playground is the Pacific Ocean and the Sea of Cortez. I traveled the sea looking for the most beautiful landscape, rare wildlife, and the good life as well.
Cheers.
This spring, I am sailing from beautiful Zihuatanejo, one of my favorite coastal towns in western Mexico, to the Socorro Archipelago, a protected national park in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, where I'll free dive and hopefully get some shot of the amazing wildlife of the islands. But before we get there, Zihuatanejo. Zihuatanejo is one of the largest cities in the state of Guerrero, but unlike its sister city, Ixtapa, you'll find yourself surrounded by locals, not tourists. Ziwa is a fishing town with a laid-back vibe. The locals are friendly and very helpful. Whenever I make landfall in a new place, I'll first take some time to observe locals and fellow travelers to figure out the lowdown on how the place operates. Beautiful morning in Zihuatanejo. This is here the area where all the local boaters and will bring their dinghy. And the purpose of that is we want to stay away from the Panga fishermen's fleet that you see in the backdrop over there. And we want to come as close as we can to what we have here, which is the municipal dock. They call it, the locals will call that the muelle over there. So we want to keep it as close as possible to there because that's where the waves are at their smallest because they're protected from the dock. And it's also close to everything that's good and cool in Zihuatanejo for boaters purposes. So next we're going to go to Hilda's place. Hilda runs a little kiosk counter here that has like pretty much everything you need as a boater in the Zihuatanejo Bay, from fuel to water. We're bringing her a pack of laundry this morning that she's going to bring back to the boat tomorrow morning. So just follow me. We'll go and check out our place and our stuff. Hilda wasn't there, so we talked to her husband. We ordered some fuel for the boat and the dinghy and gave them our laundry as well. They're going to come back tomorrow with 2 10-gallon jerry cans of fuel, plus my 2 5-gallons, and my boat's going to be topped up and we're going to be on our way to Baja Navidad next. So for now, for this morning, we'll keep walking in the streets of Ziwa and just go to a place, it's called El Murmullo Grill. It's my favorite breakfast place, and they have a good Wi-Fi and some good food, so let's go. If you're new to Mexico, know that it's not unusual to see heavily armed soldiers, police officer, or private security guard. Don't be alarmed by that. Personally, I've never felt threatened or in any kind of danger here.
Sont fermés.
All right, so this was, we're at El Murmullo Grill, and this was my favorite breakfast place in Zihuatanejo, but right now they're closed. Been coming here for like a solid month and a half, 2 months, and it was my go-to place. They're not open this morning, so we'll find another place. There's plenty around in town. We found a really nice local restaurant where we had an authentic Mexican breakfast. The chef himself was the one cooking the food. It's hard to go wrong in Ziwa. Our next stop is the Municipal Market, where we'll get groceries for the next few days. Took you through the streets of Zihuatanejo from basically our breakfast spot from the beach, and now we're in the municipal market, and as you can see, it's filled with all kinds of stuff, and most of the products here are when we're talking about fresh produce, it's going to be the same level of quality as you'd find in the US or Canada, probably a bit cheaper because there's no transportation cost to bring it back to wherever the produce are consumed. And here is a more like quiet kind of space, a little bit like a little bit of a maze if you want, where they sell like locally made clothes and running shoes. This municipal market is big. It's like almost 10 blocks by 10 blocks. You can get lost here for a full day and find all kinds of product that you would be interested in. Not many boating stuff around here, but definitely anything fresh produce. If you're going to spend some time in Zihuatanejo, you need to come and check out this place and get your groceries from here. Yeah, so this is my local go-to spot for all my produce, and pretty much anything I want to find here, I'm finding quite easily. I'm just going to go this way. Like very easy, all of that smells super good. It's fresh as can be. It's probably been picked up today, this morning, or not very long ago anyway. Normally I get out of here for about 50 pesos, and I get pretty much all the produce that I want for 2-3 days, which is kind of a good price. So as you can see, it's very much a locals place, but I really encourage anybody coming with a boat here, or if you're a tourist, to come and check it out. It's there's no reason why extranjeros cannot come here. Now that we got all that we need, it's back to the beach. We need to get the dinghy in the water and head back to the boat.
It's hard. How heavy is this?
300 pound plus. It's 150 the dinghy and 115 the motor, plus the gas tank, plus the bags.
Plus the cerveza?
Plus the cerveza. It's above 300 pounds dragging on the sand. But we're about at the water, so as soon as the water comes in, it actually helps because it lifts it up.
Okay, well, keep going. Let's go. Go, go, go. So we went to the market. We have our barbecue for tonight, and it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's warm, and after running around town for a good part of the day and pulling the dinghy in the water and out of the water and all that, we're just enjoying a cerveza in the sun, and we'll be maybe swimming later or maybe not, depending on how many cerveza we get through right now. Cheers. Alright, so yesterday we went to see Isla at her kiosk, the place that we shot, and we ordered our fuel, and they delivered it with a panga this morning. It comes with those big jerry cans, and right now what I'm gonna do is, obviously, like, it's pretty impossible to lift that and try to put it into the gas tank. You'd need a pretty big funnel, and it'd be a hard thing to do. So what I've been doing is I've been using a hose, which is just an old water hose, and basically we're going to prime the hose and drop it in the tank. Of course, like you might want to try to pull on the fuel, but I find it's better to put your mouth, like sort of do a clap with your hand around here and blow in the jerry can. So actually you're not trying to suck the fuel into your mouth, you're actually pushing it out of the can, and the fuel doesn't come near your mouth at that point, and it just goes with gravity, will feed down to the tank.
it's actually going in right now. So the only thing you need to do now that you've primed the hose, so it's filled now with gas, and just by gravity, the fuel wants to go in the tank. So the only thing you need to do is keep her submerged in water. Keep the entrance of the hose submerged in the liquid, in the fuel, and that thing's going to keep going till that can is empty. So it's our last night in Zihuatanejo. We're sitting here at Daniel's by the Sea, just by the Municipal basketball court. We've got to watch a game. The boat is fueled up. We've got tons of provisions and water. And we'll be leaving tomorrow morning towards Baja Navidad. For now, it's time for us to go back to the boat and get some shut-eye. Ciao. This video was made possible thanks to our friends at Cloud19. If you appreciate content like this and want to be part of the Paradigme 2 adventure, support us on Patreon.